Mariano and I dated long distance for 6 long months. They were not just any 6 months, they were the first 6 months of the pandemic, and they were the longest 6 months of my entire life.
Hello, hola, it's Yonny and Kayla. Hola, hello from the DR of Buffalo.
First of all,
We met in person. So we didn't meet being long distance. I came to the Dominican Republic with my church, and I came for a short-term missions trip. So I was here for a week. We got to meet. Mariano was one of the translators, and so I got to talk to him maybe one time. I think we talked officially, but it helped to like see each other and how we interacted with other people. And then I went back to the US, Mariano was here, and then we started our long distance relationship after that.
Yeah.
So we were long distance for 6 months, and here's how we did it.
Yeah.
The first thing we did before anything else was we prayed. I prayed about it.
I prayed
You
about
prayed
it.
about it. We wanted to make sure that God wanted this relationship to start. We wanted God to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure that it wasn't just our feelings.
Yeah.
It was our feelings and God.
Yeah, but before that, it was not something that we were looking for.
After we prayed about it and we knew that God was going to be with us in this relationship, then we started dating and we started talking. So we video chatted a lot. We used WhatsApp mostly, and we would video chat every day, and we would just talk. And I had never talked to someone that much in my entire life.
Neither do I.
We would call each other, and we would be talking, and I would look at the clock, and 5 hours.
5
had passed.
hours, yeah.
And I was like, what? So we just talked a lot.
Yeah.
About anything, everything. I don't even remember what we talked about. What did we talk about for 5 hours?
Anything. Our entire life, we were meeting each other.
That's
more
true.
and more. I mean, we had a lot to talk about.
That's true.
The fact that we talked connect us, got to connect our life to each other.
Yeah, and the person that you marry, you're going to be talking to them for the rest of your life. So it
Yes.
should probably be someone that you enjoy talking to.
Exactly. And that one will obviously enjoy talking to.
Yeah.
So that's how
Yep.
like the relationship is gonna build.
We also did a lot of things with each other. So when I would go for a walk, I would take videos and I would send them to Mariano. Or when you went to the park, you would send me videos of you at the park, and we would like bring each other along with us.
Actually, I loved those time because every single day I was waiting for a video of something that she did, and oh my goodness, that really made me happy, you know, and that was something that I really appreciate. Every single day, or we call each other, see each other, or like.
But we also
Well,
like
we also
bring each other
bring
with
each
us,
other with us.
like into our lives. Of
Yes.
course.
I remember when she took me with Bear. Like,
Oh, yeah.
let's go to the park. Let's go to the walk with Bear,
Yeah.
with her dog.
Yeah, and then you would take videos. The first time you cooked, you took a video. That's one of my favorite pictures.
Please don't put that in YouTube.
You can cook. Now the world knows.
Okay, you'll see a little bit of me cooking the first time.
I love that video. So as time went on, then we introduced each other to our friends and our family. So you met my family, I met your friends, we would video call with them.
My
and
families.
I got to meet them.
So with everyone, we were showing, or how can I say that? Introducing each other to our family or relationships
Yeah.
or friendships, you know.
Yeah, but that was a couple months later. That wasn't right away.
Yeah, well, that was later because when we were sure about it,
Yeah.
when we were sure that God talked to us about that, and
Then, yeah, we introduced
Yeah.
our friends and our family.
yes,
Another thing we did a lot was we played games. So we did Board Game Arena, which was that website where we would play checkers and chess together. We also played Parcheesi. We got the app and we could play online together, so we could call each other on WhatsApp and we could talk to each other while we were playing the game, which I liked. So we could play together, and that was fun.
Yeah, I remember. I remember that I always used to win.
Facebook Messenger has some very interesting filters. We also played with those. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, you have to put it like in the top.
I'll put some pictures up, but we would just have fun with that from time to time. Like if we got bored and we were like, what do we do now?
Ah!
those were fun.
Yeah, the space one, the big,
The
like,
poofy hair.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, those were funny. We also read together. We read the Bible because, do you remember when we first started talking and you were still kind of learning English, but we could talk about the Bible because you would read it in Spanish, I would read it in English, and that was a book that we were both very familiar with and we can talk about a lot. So it helped that if you couldn't explain something in English, I knew what you were talking about because I had read the story in the Bible already.
Well, yeah, that helped me a lot that you knew
what you were saying.
Yeah, it was like every time that she understood something, I thought that was very complicated to explain, and I thought that she didn't understand, but she actually did.
So if you are in a long distance relationship with somebody who speaks a different language, it would be a good idea to read books in your own language and then talk about them. And we've done that with other things too. Like we have the other marriage books that we've read, the Boundary series, which are really good. They're available in English and Spanish, so we'll read those and talk about them.
The questions.
Yeah.
Like there are books or things that are just for question. So, and we have things about questions where we used to seriously question. It was not like, hey, yo, we were really questioning.
Yeah, they were books with a list of questions, but the books were like questions before marriage.
Yeah, questions before marriage.
Questions for Christian relationships.
Yeah.
There was also one for long distance relationships, like serious questions to actually get to know each other.
Actually, I think we argue with some
some of the questions.
With some of the questions, yeah, because they're like really.
They were deep questions.
Deep question, and like we had to be honest with each other. We saw each other being honest. Although those questions, well, there are some that you probably would have to wait a little bit longer, you know. To answer.
Oh, some of them were more for like married couples questions.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, well.
So some of the questions we did skip over when we were dating because they were not appropriate.
For that moment.
Yeah. But I think we came back to them. We still do the questions from time to time, being married and being together. So we do talk about some of the questions. They're really good.
Yeah, they help us to, you know, to be honest.
One example was, how can I improve, or what can I do to make you feel more loved, or what do I do that bothers you? For me, I think this was the most important thing to get through the long distance was we had a goal. We knew it was only going to be 6 months. We knew I was moving to the Dominican Republic at the end of those 6 months. We had a plan. We had a little countdown on our phone. I had an app with the number.
Yeah.
And we counted down each day.
Between,
Yes.
That is the name. Actually, she still have it.
I do.
And it's a very good app for long distance. And
Yes, that was good too. Yeah, so having that countdown helped, and having a goal, having a plan. Because then we also would make a list together. We made a list of all the things we were going to do once I got here, and it just helped. I don't think we could have done long distance if there was no end or there was no plan.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what are we working toward? What are we doing?
Yeah, that should be like the principle, the something that
The most important.
the most important. Have a plan. What are we gonna do? Are we getting married? one of you is going to move to the country,
Yeah.
or you are coming, or he's going, or she.
Yeah.
I mean,
And those were the questions too. Those were a lot of the questions from the books. Were questions like that. The last thing we did was we were honest with each other
always.
about everything, and we really got to know each other being long distance. Because sometimes you can hide things, or you can only talk to the person. Like, what if I only talked to you when I was in a good mood? Then you wouldn't really see who I really am.
Well, yeah, actually, that was good though, because we saw each other in every mood,
In every situation.
in every situation.
Yeah.
Like being mad, being bored, being sad,
Yeah.
being happy,
Yeah.
being. It's not just when I had a good mood or
Yeah.
Kayla. It was in every. That's why, like, for the 6 months,
Yeah.
nearly every single day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously that in some of those days of 6 months, I'm going to see all your
Yeah.
attitude.
Yeah.
And I saw
Hey.
all the attitude. It's all mine too, so. So, yes.
But yeah.
That is to be you. That is, you have to you have to be you. I mean, we were what we were.
We are who we are.
And it's incredible. Many times I was like, wow, how is that possible that girl liked me? I mean, wow. I was like, wow.
Of course. I
That's
love
really
you.
from God. And even sometime, do you remember a couple of days ago, I was like, how do you like me? I'm so crazy, and I do all those things, those stupid things. I jump and I run.
And you knock over the camera.
You'll see that at the end of the video. I become the messy.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you love? How? I remember before we like got each other very deep. We're talking. I asked advice. I asked an advice to a pastor. I asked him, how do I conquer somebody who I want? I mean,
Conquer.
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 Okay, conquer.
You said it. I love how you say it.
How do I conquer somebody who I want to? I mean, and I was talking about Kayla, and he gave me just one advice: just be yourself.
Yep.
Be who God made of you. I thanks God that God joined us together. And I hope that this video could help you. Okay, peace out.
I'm doing
Why am I not tired?
Now.
I slept for 3 minutes.
Yes.
3 minutes. You're seriously.
Every time you take a nap, you're like, how long has it been? Has it been an hour?
It's-
And I'm like,
That
honey,
was
it's been
simple.
3 minutes.